Today we're really getting into the nuts and bolts of DANAOS ProjectVIEW.
Mm-hmm.
It's a construction ERP that's been getting a ton of buzz.
Yeah.
And we've got a mountain of sources to dig through here.
Oh,
Meeting
yeah.
recordings, documentation.
Yeah, name it.
Even some marketing materials.
Really, a whole mix.
So get ready, folks.
Yeah.
By the end of this, you're going to be ProjectVIEW experts.
That's right. Yeah.
So one thing that really jumps out from all these sources
What's
is
that?
cost control.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They really emphasize it.
Front and center.
It's not just a feature.
Right.
It's like baked into the system.
Yeah, it's in ProjectView's DNA.
So let's start with the basics.
Okay. It can be used for all sorts of construction projects.
Like what?
Think community infrastructure.
Yeah.
Massive motorway projects.
Okay.
Even shipbuilding.
Wow.
It can handle pretty much anything you throw at it.
That's a pretty wide range.
Yeah.
But how does it actually help with cost control?
Okay.
So, construction projects are notorious for going over budget.
Absolutely. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
ProjectVIEW connects everything.
Okay.
It uses these things called cost codes,
Mm-hmm.
and it links those to your bills of quantities.
So like those detailed lists of materials.
Exactly.
Right.
And it also ties into the work breakdown structures.
Which breaks the project down into smaller chunks.
Right. Manageable chunks.
So it's not just tracking expenses.
Right.
It's about connecting them to the materials and tasks.
Exactly. And that's where the real power comes in.
How so?
Well, because everything's linked.
ProjectVIEW can analyze how any change impacts the cost.
I see.
So let's say there's a delay
Yeah.
in one of your work breakdown structure tasks. ProjectVIEW will immediately show you how that affects the budget and the timeline.
Oh, wow.
No more nasty surprises down the line.
That's pretty incredible.
Right.
So it's like having a financial crystal ball.
You got it.
You can see the potential cost of every decision before you even make it.
And you know what else?
What's that?
This granular level of control, it's available at every level.
Oh,
You can analyze the whole project, zoom in on specific phases, or even look at the cost
of
individual materials and labor hours.
Wow. Talk about getting into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, you can really drill down.
But let's be real.
Okay.
Construction projects have a lot of moving parts.
They do.
Different teams, different software.
Absolutely.
So how does ProjectVIEW
handle all that collaboration?
Well, it actually does it seamlessly.
Okay.
It connects different departments.
Right. Yeah.
Procurement, site operations, accounting, everyone's working with the same up-to-date information.
So no more data silos.
Exactly. Everyone's on the same page.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And it goes even further, right?
It does.
I'm seeing here that it integrates with other project management tools like Oracle Primavera P6 and Microsoft Project.
That's key feature.
So you're not replacing those tools,
Right.
You're enhancing them
Exactly.
with ProjectView's cost control capabilities.
That's the idea.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
But what about real-time data? Construction sites are dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
Things change constantly.
Absolutely.
So does ProjectVIEW keep up?
It does.
That's
It
nice.
has mobile-friendly site applications
Okay.
for capturing data and tracking progress.
In real time.
Yep, right then and there.
So give me an example.
Okay, so imagine a foreman on site. Yeah. They can log labor hours, material usage, equipment downtime, right, all directly into the system. And that information goes straight to ProjectVIEW. Exactly. Updating everything. It all flows back. That's got to be a game changer for project managers.
It is. They can see the financial pulse of the project.
Wow.
Even if they're miles away from the site.
So they can react quickly to any budget deviations.
And minimize those cost overruns.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
It is.
So ProjectVIEW is all about connecting the dots, real-time data.
It's all connected.
But let's get specific.
Okay.
How does this trilateral connectivity between bills of quantities, work breakdown structures, and cost codes actually play out in practice?
Okay, let's imagine a scenario.
Okay.
You're working on a large infrastructure project, and suddenly the price of steel spikes.
Okay.
With ProjectVIEW.
So that price change is reflected in your bill of quantities instantly.
So we're seeing the impact on material costs.
Right.
But how does this connect to the work breakdown structure and those cost codes?
That's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
So ProjectVIEW will analyze that price increase against the specific work breakdown structure tasks.
Okay.
Where you're using steel.
So like erecting the building frame.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And each of those tasks has its own unique cost code.
I see.
So you can track the financial impact with pinpoint accuracy.
So you can see how much that steel price increase affects the budget for those tasks.
I guess that.
And ultimately the entire project.
That's the idea.
That's amazing.
And you know what's great about that?
What?
It allows for much more informed decision making.
How so?
Well, maybe you negotiate a better price with the supplier.
Okay.
Or explore alternative materials. Or adjust the schedule. The point is you have the information you need
to make the best choice.
Precisely.
It's like having a financial GPS.
I like that.
For your construction project.
That's a great analogy.
You know where you are, where you need to go, and how to get there without blowing the budget.
And that's just one example of how this trilateral connectivity works in ProjectView.
It's really impressive.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see how this could be a game changer.
Definitely.
For construction companies.
Absolutely. And it's not just about reacting to price changes, or delays.
Yeah.
ProjectView can also help you manage costs proactively.
Oh, really?
Throughout the entire project lifecycle.
So, what are we talking about here?
So, one of the key features is tracking actual costs against your budget.
Okay.
In real time.
Gotcha.
So as expenses come in, they're automatically logged.
Okay.
And compared to those original projections.
So I can see at a glance if I'm on track.
Yeah.
Or if certain areas are going over.
You got it.
Okay.
And you can even drill down
into the details.
Yeah, to see exactly where those variances are.
So
is it a specific material? Is it labor costs, things like that.
So I can really pinpoint it.
Exactly. ProjectView gives you that visibility.
That's got to be really helpful for project managers.
Oh, it is.
They can catch problems early.
Yes, before they turn into major cost overruns.
So it's not just about knowing what you're spending.
Right.
It's about understanding why.
Exactly, and making sure it aligns with the plan.
And this applies to all aspects of the project.
It does. You can track costs for everything.
So labor, materials, equipment, subcontractors.
For all of it.
Which reminds me.
Yeah.
We talked about how ProjectView integrates with other software, like Primavera P6 and Microsoft Project. How does that play into cost control?
Okay, so it's all about having a single source of truth when you integrate ProjectView. With your project management software, you're creating a seamless flow of information.
Between?
The schedule and the budget.
Okay, so paint me a picture here.
Okay.
Let's say I'm using Primavera P6 to schedule my project. How does that connect with ProjectView?
You can import the entire project plan.
From Primavera P6?
Yeah, directly into ProjectView.
So everything comes over?
Everything, all your activities, durations, resources.
Wow.
And as you make updates in Primavera P6, like if a task takes longer than expected, or you need to add a new activity, those changes, they're automatically reflected in ProjectView.
So the budget's always up to date.
Exactly. It's always in sync with the latest schedule.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, and it works both ways.
Oh, really?
You can export actual cost data
from ProjectView
back into Primavera P6.
Wow, so it's a two-way street.
It is.
The schedule's informed by the cost information, and the budget reflects the latest schedule updates.
Exactly, a truly integrated solution.
No more data silos.
Everyone's working from the same playbook.
And I imagine that's especially important on large, complex projects.
Absolutely, because things are constantly changing.
And you need to be able to adapt.
Yes, and stay agile.
Without losing sight of the budget.
Exactly.
Now, we've talked about managing costs once they're incurred. But can ProjectView also help prevent overspending?
Yes, it can.
In the first place.
Absolutely.
One of the key ways is through detailed forecasting.
Okay.
ProjectView lets you create these forecasts based on your project plan.
Okay.
Your bills of quantities.
Right.
And even historical data.
From past projects.
I guess.
So you're not just guessing.
No, you're using real data.
To make informed projections.
Precisely.
And then as the project goes on, you can track your actual costs against those forecasts.
And see if you're on target.
And if you're not, you can figure out why and take corrective action.
It's like an early warning system.
That's a great way to put it.
For potential cost overruns.
Exactly.
And I bet this forecasting is also useful.
Oh, yeah?
When bidding on new projects.
It is. You can use that historical data
to create more accurate bids.
and increase your chances of winning.
So it's not just about managing costs during the project.
Right.
It's about having that financial intelligence
From the very beginning.
from the get-go.
Exactly.
Making informed decisions
At every stage.
at every stage of the project lifecycle.
That's the goal.
Now, we've talked a lot about how ProjectView helps manage costs.
Yeah.
But one thing I'm curious about
Okay.
is how it handles this idea of an integrated solution.
Yeah.
For all projects, we know it can be used across different sectors.
Yeah, different construction sectors.
But what about within a single company that's juggling multiple projects at once?
That's one of ProjectView's strengths.
Oh.
It's designed to be a central hub
Oh,
over
right.
all your projects.
Regardless of
Size or type.
So I can have a road project,
Yeah.
a commercial building project,
Yeah.
a residential development,
Yep.
all running at the same time.
All within ProjectView.
Wow.
And you can switch between those projects easily,
Okay.
see their dashboards, analyze their performance
So you can get a big picture view.
of the company's financial health.
That's pretty incredible.
It is. You can see where your resources are going,
Okay.
identify projects that are doing well,
Okay.
and pinpoint areas that need attention.
And does this also extend to reporting and analytics?
Absolutely.
Can I generate reports
Yeah.
that aggregate data across all my projects?
Yes, definitely.
So I could see, for example, my total labor costs across all projects for a given month.
Yeah.
Or my overall material spending for the year.
Exactly. And those reports can be customized
Oh, wow.
to show the specific information you need.
In the format I want. That's a lot of flexibility.
Yeah.
And I imagine those insights are really helpful.
They are.
For identifying trends, spotting areas for improvement,
Yeah.
making strategic decisions
About future projects.
about the future.
Exactly.
So it's not just about tracking costs.
Right.
It's about using that financial data
To drive better outcomes.
to make better decisions.
Precisely.
Okay, so we've established that ProjectView
Yeah.
is great for cost control, integrates with other software,
Yeah.
and provides a central platform.
For managing all your projects.
But what about the things that set it apart from other construction ERP systems?
Okay, so one of the things that really stands out
Yeah.
is the level of detail it offers.
Oh, really?
It's not just about tracking high-level costs. You can drill down into the minutia.
Give me an example.
Okay, you can track the cost of individual materials
Okay.
down to the batch or lot number. So if there's a quality issue with a batch of concrete,
You can trace it back
to the exact cost.
and see which projects were affected.
That's pretty incredible.
It is
It's like having a complete audit trail.
Yeah, for every dollar spent.
And that's got to be helpful for
Oh, yeah.
cost allocation, variance analysis, even forensic accounting.
If there are disputes?
It gives companies confidence in their data.
Absolutely.
But what about the human element?
Mm-hmm.
We've talked a lot about technology.
Yeah.
But how does ProjectView support the people?
Oh, that's another area where ProjectView excels.
Really?
They offer extensive training
Okay.
and support.
To make sure users are comfortable.
And proficient.
So they're not just giving you software.
No, they're invested in your success.
That's great.
And they also have an active user community
Oh, really?
where people can share tips, ask questions.
Get help from each other.
Exactly. It's all about collaboration.
And knowledge sharing.
It shows that DANAOS is building a strong ecosystem.
Around ProjectView. Yes, they understand that the software is only as good.
As the people using it.
Exactly.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
And I have to say,
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with ProjectView.
Me too.
It seems like a powerful system
Very powerful.
that could transform construction companies,
It could.
the way they manage their projects.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the features and functionality of ProjectView, but let's talk about the bigger picture.
Okay.
How does this all translate into real benefits
For construction company.
for those companies?
Yeah. So one of the most tangible benefits is improved cost control
Makes sense.
by connecting everything.
Those project plans, budgets, actual costs.
It helps you stay on track.
Avoid those overruns.
Exactly.
So it's not just about saving money.
Right.
It's about having that predictability
Yes, and control
over the project financing.
in that predictability
Yeah.
leads to better decision making.
Because you're not just reacting.
Right.
You're anticipating problems
Then making proactive choices.
to keep things moving in the right direction.
Exactly.
And that can make a huge difference
Oh, absolutely.
to the bottom line.
Yes, studies have shown that projects
What?
that use ERP systems like ProjectView, they experience fewer cost overruns and higher profit margins.
Wow. So there's real data to back this up.
There is.
But beyond the financial benefits, what about the impact on project teams?
Okay, so ProjectView,
Yeah.
it streamlines communication and collaboration
Between all the stakeholders.
Yeah, project managers, site supervisors, subcontractors.
Even the accounting team.
Everyone's working from the same data.
So less confusion.
Fewer errors.
Smoother workflow.
It's all about breaking down those silos.
That often exist in construction.
Exactly.
So you're saying improved communication.
It leads to greater transparency and accountability.
Everyone knows what's happening.
Who's responsible?
And where things stand financially.
That's the idea.
And that transparency.
It's also great for building trust with clients. If there's a schedule change in Primavera P6, that's automatically reflected in the budget in ProjectView.
And vice versa.
If there's a cost overrun in ProjectView,
that's flagged in Primavera P6.
So the project manager can adjust the schedule.
It's like those systems are talking to each other.
Yeah, keeping everything in sync.
And that level of integration
is really what sets ProjectView apart.
It's not just a cost control system.
It's a comprehensive platform.
Connects all aspects of the project.
It's the big picture.
But let's be realistic.
Okay.
Implementing a system like this.
Yeah.
It's a big undertaking.
It can be.
What advice would you give to companies who are considering making the switch?
So first and foremost, do your research.
Make sure it's the right fit.
It's a powerful system, but it's not one size fits all.
Right. Every company has unique needs.
Exactly. So understand your pain points.
How ProjectView can address those challenges.
And once you've decided to move forward, get buy-in from all the stakeholders.
From the top down.
From the executives to the field workers.
Everyone needs to be on board.
Everyone needs to understand why.
And how it will benefit them.
It's not just about the technology.
Right. It's the people and the processes, too.
And have a dedicated team to manage the implementation.
Handling everything.
Data migration, user training, ongoing support.
That's a significant investment.
It is.
Time and resources.
But the payoff can be huge.
So successful implementation?
It can transform your business.
Improve efficiency.
Reduce costs.
Give you a competitive edge.
That's the goal.
Well, we've reached the end of our deep dive into DANAOS ProjectView. And I'm really impressed.
Me too. It's a great system.
It's a prime example of how technology
can empower construction companies.
Build better, faster, more profitably.
And it's not just about the technology itself.
Right.
It's about how it's used.
To improve communication.
Streamline workflows.
Make informed decisions.
Using data to drive better outcomes.
For everyone involved in the project.
Exactly.
So to our listener, we hope you found this deep dive insightful, maybe even inspiring.
Yeah.
We've only scratched the surface.
But we encourage you to explore ProjectView further.
And see how it can benefit your own construction projects.
The construction industry is constantly evolving.
So staying ahead of the curve.
With technology like ProjectView.
Is essential for success.
Absolutely.
Until next time.
Yeah.